Hey there, hello again, my friend. The last live stream wasn't working. My audio was working, but the audio of the plugins that I was checking out wasn't working, so I decided to delete it and start over. So here we are. Welcome. Thanks a lot for being here. And this time around, we're gonna be checking out two cool new free plugins and two interesting deals, big deals that are happening for a limited time. My name is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. Let's go through some of the plugins we're gonna be checking out. First, this Cosmic Lite version 2 by Audiolatry. Next up, we're gonna be checking out this analog synth by I don't remember, to be honest, the developer's name, but it's an independent developer with two oscillators for Windows and Mac. And moving on with the cool deals, Aurora Dsp has a massive sale at the website, 70% off, but the Mammoth bass all-in-one plugin for bass has 50% off. It's in $39.50 at the moment. And finally, we're gonna be checking out this massive deal at Plugin Boutique, 95% off in the big distortion engine by Dj Swivel. You see this 99 price, right? But I'm gonna leave you a coupon code in the video description. Thanks to Sanjay C, that YouTuber, for giving us this incredible deal. And by the way, if you purchase this plugin, you're gonna get a free gift by Plugin Boutique, which is you can claim it here on the checkout process. Is this plugin by Mooger Fugger MF Cluster Flux, $79 value, and the coupon code for the distortion plugin by DJ Swivel is Sanjay95 at checkout, and you see here this $5 box, right? So I'm gonna leave you all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description. And first comment, before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with tons of free content. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Please let me know if you are here in the chat. Before, the chat wasn't working, so hopefully today it is. So yes, it is acoustic. Hello, my friend, how are you today? And Gary Thompson, hello Gary, thanks a lot for being here, my friend. And yeah, you were always in the Spanish version of the videos, right? But yeah, today you are here. Thanks a lot, my friend. So let's go to my session and show you not only the features but the sounds, right? Pretty important. So let's begin with the Cosmic Lite version 2 by Audiolatry. This update of this awesome synth, it's an ambient pad type of sounds that you can get out of this thing. On this update, you have more presets, 11 actually, and also some minor bugs were fixed, right? And also a new user interface, the one that you see in the screen. Okay, so here you have ADSR, which is attack, decay, sustain, and release, like the dynamics of the sounds, right? To shape the sounds pretty drastically sometimes. And then you have modulation, speed, depth, the sine wave, triangle, saw, square, stuff like that for the modulation, pitch, expression or none, and also this SRC, I don't know if it's source or something. Then you have three effects which are pretty cool. The chorus first, the delay and reverb. All of the three has this blend or mix knob to decide how much of that effect will be to the original synth sound or pad texture sound. And you have here in the delay, the time, the feedback, and also you can put different types times, sorry, in the left or right speaker. The reverb, it's the size of the reverb width. You can put it to mono or stereo with the width. The dampening, which is the amount of high frequencies and their decay over time, and the mix as well. All right, you have a cutoff control here. You can use it as a low pass to cut the highs or as a high pass to cut the lows, and this is the cutoff knob. Then you have a glide. You can decide to use it polyphonic, monophonic, or legato. You have the velocity, which is like the intensity. You can add more feel to the intensity of the notes, normal, weak, or strong. And the gain, which is the main output, and volume, and the pan pot, right? And of course the virtual MIDI keyboard here. I'm gonna go through some of the presets and let's shape a bit the sounds with all of these controls. Awesome, like out of this world sound. Blackstar Rise. Reverb to soften the sound. Cool. Callisto. Put here different times. Super big sounds, right, by Audiolatry. Let's move on with the next freebie on the list, this cool analog synth that was released last week. This plugin includes 2 oscillators and filters for each oscillators. It includes also effects, controllers, envelopes, and controls for the low frequencies oscillators. Right? If you are like me, that I'm not like an expert or something in synthesizers and don't know sometimes what the controls do or what those letters mean or something, pretty cool that you put the mouse over each knob and you know the name, the full name of that parameter, so you know what they are doing a bit, right? You get an idea. For instance, you have here the waveforms, right? Sine, saw, square, stuff like that. And you have here, I believe, 10 order harmonics, custom waveform harmonics for each of the oscillators. You have the filters, right? You choose here low pass, high pass, notch, things like that. And the filter 2 as well. The frequency that you select, the Q control, and the gain for each filter. Here at the left, you have here the different modes, the mix, and you have here this phase modulation, pretty cool. And this one is a frequency modulation and amplitude modulation. This one will add pretty cool things and sounds. Also, if we move here to the effects tab, we have overdrive, distortion, filter 1 and 2, echo and delay. By default you have 100% dry, but if you want to add these effects, you start to increase the wet knob, right? And you choose here the different type of parameters for the time-based effects, such as these controllers, flexible controller 1 till the 10, envelopes 1 till 6, and low frequencies oscillators, right, 1 till 8. So pretty cool, a lot of control over the sounds. It also includes some patches and presets in the download folder. It's available by the way for Windows and Linux only. Unfortunately, it's not available for Mac, but let's hope for a Mac version soon for all of those friends. These are the patches, right? I'm gonna go through some of them and shape the sounds a bit with these controls. So let's turn it on. Check out another patch here, rock organ. Stereo saw. I wish it had like an universal output or volume control. I didn't find it. Anyway, that's why I'm lowering here the gain in the track. This one, it sounds pretty cool. Demo 2. You can of course automate every parameter to your liking. Let's add some effects here. Let's move on with the effects that I'm gonna check out in this video. First, we're gonna be checking out the bass, all-in-one bass plugin by Aurora Dsp. This plugin, it's called Mammoth. It was released some time ago, but right now it has a 50% off, and since these plugins at Aurora Dsp doesn't have these deals or sales frequently, I thought you might want to know. So this plugin, it's an all-in-one tool for your bass sound, right? For rock and metal, of course you can use it on synthesized bass, stuff like that. But if you have a bass guitar sound and stuff, this will be very useful for you. It's one of my favorites, and go to bass plugins or bass guitar plugins, right? So this has 4 sections. Here you have the input, then you have the high part, then you have the low part, and finally the output, right? I'm gonna check out those 4 parts. So first, the input, pretty straightforward. Input signal crossover from 0 to 800 hertz, sorry. And then here in the upper part or highs, you have 3 preamp drives or distortion, right? The red, the purple, and blue, and these are like emulations of famous preamps and brands. So with this you add more distortion to the sound. Then you have a tone stack with lows, mids, and highs. You have a hot that will introduce more distortion. And this melt and brute sounds, the melt will round up a bit more the low end, and with the brute you're gonna add more aggression to the sound. You have also a cap section where you can choose 6x10, 4x12, or 8x10 type of cabinet, or you can also add your own impulses with this plus icon that you have here in the center. It's not very noticeable, but this Mammoth that you have here, it's also a control for more distortion and saturation. You can enable high quality oversampling, I imagine. And you have here, down here you have the low end section, right, where this bass will control the low end with some limiting and dynamics, and this growl will add more aggression to the low end. You can solo it or disable it with this. And you have finally the output section of the plugin with the blend between the low part and the high. Okay, so 50%, it's a good amount there. And this slam that you have, it's a general limiter, right, that will not let the bass go through the threshold that you set here in terms of decibels. This works, it's very useful for me because I want the low end and the overall bass sound to be very limited, especially in metal, where you need the bass very controlled and not dynamic, right? So with this, you can do that. And finally, the output in decibels, right? I love the presets that are included in this plugin. I usually start with one preset and tweak it from there, but these presets, I'm sure you're gonna love them as well. For rock and metal, they are gonna work great. You can do some minor tweaks to change them, but I'm sure they are gonna blend. One of them, it's gonna blend very well on your track. Let's start with this primal preset that we have. Okay, clean bass. Different types of distortions. Super pleasant distortion to my ears. Highs, mids, and lows. Root off. Melt. Rounder, the low end. Wow, ton of distortion. All of these controls engaged. Different caps. heavily limited. Godzilla. Red Zeppelin. I love that angle. That's usually my go-to for metal anyway. Let's check it out here in the context of the full mix, and let's sit this bass with the slam and output. Awesome stuff by Aurora Dsp. Alright, and finally let's check out the last plugin of this list. Is this cool distortion, multi-distortion plugin by DJ Swivel, $5 only, with the coupon code that I am leaving you in the video description and first comment. So this plugin, although it seems might seem simple, it has a lot of things, right? But it's a simple and very musical distortion plugin. First of all, you have 6 types of distortion here, right? Nuke, napalm, mortar, grenade, molotov, and cherry bomb. And you can choose here this control. It's for the compressor that you have here at the right. You can use it pre-distortion or post-distortion. And with your mouse wheel or simply with your mouse, you start to decrease or increase these controls that are in orange, right? They turn to orange when they are engaged. Looks like the sun or something. Okay, so this is the main mix blend control. You have the compressor here also. How much compression, of course. You have soft compression and hard compression. You have here downsample. So it will destroy the audio, the bits of the audio, and the bit crush as well, like digital degradation, stuff like that. And you have the main distortion algorithm in the center, right? More distortion, of course, added with this. You have here the input gain, and output, right? You double click in any control and it resets by default. You have here also this range that you have here. It's the threshold of the distortion, so you can choose to distort only the transients, for instance, or lower parts of the audio in terms of amplitude. And this speed that you have here, it's gonna add like a type of pumping effect to the sound. You can turn it off or turn it on like that. You have here also this FX band. You're gonna choose the range in frequency wise where you are gonna distort the signal, right? You can choose to distort only the highs, for instance, only the mid range, or only the lows of your mix, like this. You have here a high pass and low pass. You see the frequency right there. It can be used for mid side as well with this control. And this magnifying glass that you have here, you can use it to, and the plugin will put itself in an optimum level in terms of input and output. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I'm missing something. I think it's all there. And yeah, let's check it out on these drums, for instance. I'm gonna reset every parameter by default. Okay. Let's add some distortion. A lot of control over the signal, I think. Let's use the threshold and speed. We can choose to distort only this portion of the frequency range. And the lows. Let's check out the compression. A ton of attack, right? Hard compression. You have a lot of control with the mix knobs that you have, right? Downsampling. Bit crush. Cool. Let's choose, or let's use this plugin here on these keyboards and synthesizers. this grenade, it's cleaner, right? So there you go, my friends. 4 cool plugins today. Please let me know down below in the comments section or here in the chat, what do you think of these plugins? What's your favorite? Are you looking forward to try one of these? I see here some people in the chat. Thanks a lot for being here, my friends. Gary says, finally I'm here, love this channel. Thanks a lot, Gary. Thanks a lot for the support, always, my friend, for watching and stuff. Sergio says, greetings from Portugal. Hello, Sergio. Greetings from Mexico all the way to Portugal. Just some guy says, big love from Ireland, Amner. I sent all my students your way for free VSTs. Thanks a lot, just some guy. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm glad that this channel could be of some help for you and your students. Awesome track too. Yeah, it's a cool track that I got from Cambridge Multitracks. Lauren Morgan says, sounds pretty analog to me, unlike the truly digital ones from a decade ago. Yeah, I agree with you, Lauren, on that. Corey Millen, hi, first time catching you live, love your videos. Thanks a lot, Corey, for your love, my friend, and glad you're here. Acoustic, good stuff. Thanks a lot, Acoustic, for being here in every live video, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Before we go, let me invite you one last time to my website, amnorhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies that might be useful for you, some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some tools such as some collections of drum sample packs, some collections of impulse responses as well. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or this blog, where which I am updating almost daily with tons of cool free stuff like this. And yeah, take care. It was a pleasure to create this video for you guys, and I will see you very soon in the next one. All right, have a great weekend. Take care. Enjoy. Gary says, I love them all, but I'm really interested in the Mammoth. Cool, Gary. I love that plugin, my go-to for bass. And Gilson Mora says, hi, Amner. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings, my friend, all the way from Mexico. Good. Awesome. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you very soon. All right? Bye-bye.